Delirium in Portugal. How did this happen? Benfica have just condemned Real Madrid, 15-time European champions, to a playoff spot in the Champions League. 98-minute winner by the goalkeeper, Anatoliy Trubin. Oh, wow, the special one. The special one going absolutely bonkers from the touchline. He reincarnated his youthful self. The special one, Jose Mourinho. Everyone thought this was a foregone conclusion for Benfica to, get into the playoffs, but not when that man is involved. The special one, Jose Mourinho. How did he engineer this impressive win over his former side? 4-2, the final score. We're talking about Real Madrid. This one no be Galatasaray, no disrespect to anyone, but this is Real Madrid on the final game of Champions League group phase. Whoa, that was absolutely incredible. Perhaps the final kick of the game. Trubin did that a flick with his header, and Jose Mourinho couldn't contain his joy running down the touchline from there. Oh, God. Some incredible memories tonight in the Champions League. Drama from every single venue tonight in the Champions League. And Jose Mourinho and Benfica would live to die another day, as they have now confirmed their place in the playoffs, which will be confirmed on Friday. The draw will be held on Friday, January 30th. Kylian Mbappe with a brace, 2 goals there, but wasn't enough to see Real Madrid 2. Arbeloa must be wondering what exactly is wrong with this Real Madrid side, because they've got enough quality in there. With just a draw today, a point, they would have qualified automatically for the round of 16 and condemned Manchester City to a playoff spot. But instead, Jose Mourinho and Benfica had other ideas by condemning Real Madrid to a playoff spot. And we have some giants in that playoff zone. I can't wait for the draw to be held on Friday. So huge, memorable win for Benfica out there tonight. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of party out there in the city tonight, with Jose Mourinho doing the impossible. No wonder Florentino Perez still wants the special one back at the Bernabeu. Perhaps Arbeloa's days may just be numbered. Okay, let's take a look at other interesting results. What about Chelsea today? Really very impressive. They took the lead from the penalty spot through that young man, Enzo Fernandez. But it was all Napoli after that penalty, with Napoli going leveling and going back in front. Rasmus Højlund, the Manchester United flop, was unsung again to give Napoli the lead just before halftime. But a quick substitution in the second half from Rosenio, the Chelsea manager. He brought on Cole Palmer, who was a game changer. After Cole Palmer came on, it became a different ball game with 2 assists for João Pedro. And those finishes were just too clinical. And Napoli didn't know what hit them. And right now, the Italian champions are out of the Champions League. That is crazy. That is a very weird thing to say. The Italian champions, Antonio Conte and Napoli, out of the Champions League. That was proudly sponsored by Chelsea. Chelsea, una no do well, una do bad. But Napoli too fall my hand. Napoli, just like Real Madrid, but at least Real Madrid are still in the competition. But for Napoli, how do you begin to justify your level among the elites when you can't even qualify for the playoffs zone of the Champions League and you are Italian champions? Una fall my hand. Una fall my hand. All this grab ball we on they play up and down. Just score one goal, go they defend. Na so 1-1 then take the win match for Italy. But they were always going to be found out in Europe, where the big boys are playing. And what about Liverpool today? Liverpool, impressive results. Way too many matches to go over today. I'll try my best to go over them one after the other. Liverpool, they hit Karabakh FK for 6. How about now? They no train come. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Waiting na they look. When I just the open yash, then they doku na anyhow. Alexis McAllister, the first goal, and Florian Wirtz, who has found his footing and rhythm with Liverpool right now, gave them the second goal, and Mohamed Salah, that man could do with a goal at the moment, and he got one today. Dominic Szoboszlai with the assist. Hugo Ekitike, he's back. Save the name. Hugo Ekitike, back in action and back amongst the goals today again. And Alexis McAllister made it 5-0 before Federico Chiesa rounded up an impressive evening for Liverpool in the Champions League. So Liverpool are qualifying automatically for the round of 16. So too did Chelsea. In fact, we've got 5 English teams. 5 out of the 6 English teams have all made it to the round of 16 to qualify automatically. They made the top 8, with the only exception being Newcastle United, who were held to a 1-1 draw by European champions Paris Saint-Germain today. And Paris Saint-Germain again today disappointing themselves. They dropped out to the playoff zone, but that's exactly what happened last season before they went on to win the competition. So you wouldn't still put it past them to still go all the way and maybe retain their title. But it was a huge disappointment for them at the Parc des Princes today against Newcastle. They took the lead through a lovely finish by Vitinha, but Newcastle hit back to make sure they got a point out of that game. But both of them dropped out of the automatic qualifying zone. There, really disappointing result for them. And Tottenham, it's another English side, a very impressive away from home, 2-0 win over Eintracht Frankfurt today to qualify automatically for the round of 16. In fact, they finished 4th on the table, would you believe it? Struggling in the Premier League, but sailing through in Europe. So Thomas Frank and co will get some level of comfort from that outing in the Champions League. And Manchester City, comprehensive, convincing, comfortable 2-0 win over Galatasaray. Victor Osimhen couldn't do nothing about that. So Manchester City just scraped by into that automatic qualification zone in the top 8. But Galatasaray, of course, they will be playing the playoffs. I can't wait for the draw in this playoff because it's going to be huge and massive. It's massive, baby. We are all waiting and looking forward to that one on a Friday. Some amazing results. Let me just run through the other results in the Champions League today. Juventus head to a goalless draw by AS Monaco. Ajax were beaten at home by Olympiacos, and Arsenal a 3-2 win over Kairat Almaty. So perfect record for the Gunners there, winning all their matches to top the table in the Champions League. Sporting also made it into the top 8 by beating Athletic Bilbao 3-2 away. And what about Atletico Madrid losing 2-1 at home to Bodo Glimt? A really disappointing result for them there. And Barcelona went down to FC Copenhagen, but they roared back to win that one 4-1. Leverkusen 3-0 win over Villarreal, and Borussia Dortmund lost 2-0 at home to Inter Milan, and Club Brugge defeated Olympic Marseille 3-0. Okay, and PSV Eindhoven were beaten 2-1 by Bayern Munich. What about Pafro FC? Pafro FC defeated Slavia Prague 4-1. And Union Saint-Gilloise defeated Ademola Lookman and Atalanta by a goal to nil. Let's quickly take a look at the top 8 in the Champions League to see who made it through to the round of 16 automatically without needing a playoffs. So here is the table. Arsenal lead the way, the top of the table, winning all their games with maximum 24 points, and Bayern Munich follow closely with them on 21 points. Bayern Munich on 21 points in second position, and Liverpool finished third on 18 points. Tottenham Hotspur surprisingly 4th on the log with 17 points. Barcelona 5th on 16 points. Chelsea 6th on 16 points as well. And Sporting CP on 16 points in 7th position. And Manchester City completed the top 8 on 16 points as well. A draw today for Real Madrid would have knocked Manchester City out of the top 8, but it didn't happen. Now, take a look at the remaining teams. are playing in the playoffs. So we should be looking at some really stellar draw during this playoff. Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Newcastle United, Juventus, Atletico Madrid. Wow. Can you hear the sound of those names? This is unbelievable. Absolutely incredible stuff and names in the playoff zone. Atalanta also there. Bayer Leverkusen, Borussia Dortmund, Olympiacos, Club Brugge, Galatasaray, Galatasaray, Victor Osimhen, Anko, AS Monaco, Karabakh FK, Bodo Glimt, and Benfica knocked out Olympic Marseille from the top 24 teams. So from 9th spot to the 24th spot, they will all go into the playoff draw on Friday, January 30th. I will be here to bring you all those updates. Wow. Just imagine a Paris Saint-Germain against Atletico Madrid in the playoffs. That will be some match. I really had mad fun today. It's never a dull moment whenever the Champions League night is around the corner. So we'll be here again to bring you all those updates as far as the Champions League is concerned. The playoff draw will be held on Friday, of course. And like I said, we'll bring you all those draw, and the knockout playoff will resume on February 17 and 18, and of course 24, 25 of this year as well. Well, thank you for being a part of this broadcast with me then. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my page. Share this video with your friends if you like this kind of content. And let's hear in the comment down below, who do you think would win this year's Champions League? Arsenal are punching above their weight. So too Tottenham and a couple of other big guns. And what about Real Madrid? Would they make it past the playoffs, or would they be dumped out? What about Paris Saint-Germain as well? Let's hear in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao. It's your boy, Mayor Cass.